Welcome to Old Hadley Vintage, where stories of the past come alive. Nostalgia in every corner, an antique paradise to revive. Antique glass and vintage dishes, holiday items, bric-a-brac galore. Step inside, let your heart make wishes, something for everyone to explore.
Hey guys, how are you all? Welcome back to the Old Hadley Vintage. My name is Jeffrey and I'm so glad to have you back visiting with me. I'm going to do a little bit of a preview sale for my upcoming show on Sunday, August 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're seeing this after that time, I would imagine all of these things unfortunately would be sold by that point, but hopefully you can join me. Again, it's August 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's this coming weekend. Forgive me if I'm a little bit out of it right now. I worked all day today, but I figured I would get this preview sale in for you, just so you know what's going to be shown during my show. And if you're interested in any of these items, I do hope you all join me. These are some beautiful pieces of glassware for the upcoming holidays. Can you believe it? It's right around the corner. I can't. Summer is just about through, and this cold weather is coming through, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I'm enjoying it. I have the windows open, which is probably why you can hear that siren outside right now. But anyway, yeah, so I'm really enjoying the cool weather. So hopefully you'll enjoy some of these items that I'm about to show you too. Okay? So I think you all seen these probably several times now. These are those Macbeth Evans custard cups that I told you I'm going to be selling. Well, I'm going to be selling these on Sunday. There's only 5 of these. 1930 to 1936 Macbeth Evans. Got metal bases. The tops fit right inside, so you can serve your rice puddings or your banana puddings or your sherbets, whatever you have. They're absolutely beautiful. This is the Sweetheart pattern that's on here. And these are clear, even though they almost look like a bluish color from the camera that I'm holding up here, but they're clear. So I've got 5 of those. I have 2 of these. They're either hocking or they're anchor hocking. Now, hocking merged with, it was Anchor Cap and Closure Company back in 1937, 36, 37. I can't remember. I wrote notes, but I didn't put the year down. I think it was like 1936 or 1937. And they became Anchor Hocking. But these may have been made when it was just hawking, not sure. They are called the Queen Mary pattern, and they are candlesticks, and they're 2 light candlesticks. They remind me of cactuses, but they're absolutely beautiful, and these are completely flawless. Sometimes I see these and they're chipped, they're cracked, they have little, nicks taken out, little flea bites here and there around the bowls of where the candles fit in. But these are absolutely perfect. No chips on the little bumps on the top, on the ridges. They're just beautiful. And if you collect Manhattan, these would look amazing with Manhattan items, because of those ridges, those ribs. But this was called the Queen Mary pattern. They were made in, I think, Lancaster, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they're fantastic. So those are going to be coming to the sale. I found this cute little trinket dish. This was made in Germany by, here we go again. Where's my glasses? I do this all the time, don't I? Because I hate wearing them. Anyway, R&S Germany. And here it is. It's kind of like a leaf, just in time for the fall season. I'm going to be having some fall items coming up, probably in September or October. I might be doing some Halloween things, so stay tuned for that. And yes, I know you guys are all saying, what about your baking videos? They're coming, don't worry. Again, I have to have a film crew. I have to have a full-on film crew, wardrobe, lighting. I'm only joking. No, but I do have to have somebody film me while I'm baking because I need both hands free to do things. Even though I have this little stand in front of me that I'm filming on right now, I still need to have somebody kind of zoom in on what I'm doing so you guys can get an idea as to some of the techniques that I do when I'm baking certain things. Anyway, back to this little dish. It looks like a little leaf, almost like a lily pad. It's kind of cute, very, very delicate, and made in Germany. Has a little bit of a gold loss on the tip, but this was obviously very well loved. And you can put your rings, earrings, or guys, you can put your cufflinks, you know, before you retire for the night. But anyway, so there's that. That's going to be up for sale. You guys have seen these before. Now, these are not super old. I'm not exactly sure when these were made, but they're definitely not old. But perfect in time for this cold weather for some hot coffee, hot chocolate, or hot apple cider. So these were made by Ridgefield Park in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey by Crystal Clear Industries. And these are 2 mugs. They're huge. They're very, very big mugs. Here we go. Yes, I have a ruler this time. So they are, let me look and see exactly how tall these are. These are a little bit more than 4.5 inch. Actually, no, they're 4.5 inches tall. And they are about 3 3 inches wide. They are absolutely beautiful. They're not super heavy, but it's beautiful glass with the fleur-de-lis pattern on it. They're absolutely beautiful. So if anybody's interested in those are going to be coming to a sale. Now I have some creams and sugars. I'm not sure if there's anybody out there that collects cream and sugars, but I am one to collect cream and sugars, which I'm going to start downsizing some of my cream and sugars because I have a little bit too much, but they're really cool. And I love coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, so I like to change my creams and sugars out according to the season. So like right now I have like a green and white pattern. Actually that I got from Dee at Thrill of the Thrift, and I've been using them all summer. And I love them. They're so cool. But I like to swap out throughout the seasons and kind of keep it coordinated to whatever decor it is, whether it's fall or spring, etc. So what I have here is, this is Swedish Modern by Anchor Hocking. So you have your sugar, and you can see the design on the handle. And there is the creamer. Pretty. No chips, no cracks. No chips or cracks actually on any of this, to be honest with you. There's only one piece that I have that has some flaws on it. Actually, 2 pieces that I have that have flaws on it. One was manufacturer made. The other was just a lot of use. So I will mention those to you too. But there's that set of cream and sugars that I'm gonna have. That pattern was probably popular, and I would say, anywhere from maybe the 60s to the 70s. It's not super early. It's not necessarily depression glass. I wouldn't call it depression glass. Now these I've shown before. Cubist pattern by Jeanette. I have 2 sets of these, guys. I have these in clear, and I also have them in pink. So I'm gonna kind of offer both of them to you guys. I do have the pink. I don't have them in front of me. They're actually over in my pile of goodies. So I don't have them in front of me, but I do have these in pink if anybody's interested in the pink version instead of the clear. But I see the pink more often than I do the clear. So that's why I thought I would bring these. And these, of course, clear goes with anything. You know, you can match that with anything. You can have these all year round. Pink, well, not so much. More so spring, Easter-ish kind of colors. Unless you set your table with pink mostly, then you might be interested in the pink. So you guys can let me know what you would like. So I do have these. And then I do have this pitcher. Now I found this not too long ago, and I believe it's ECPG. And I can't seem to figure out the maker because this handle is really throwing me off. But I believe it's older, but not super old. Maybe the 20s or 30s. I'm not really sure. The glass is, there's not a lot of wear to the bottom. So, if anybody knows the maker of this, it's not, I don't believe it's Heisey. There is no mark, although Heisey didn't mark everything. So that's why I thought of Heisey when I saw this handle. But, excuse me. I should have a glass of water here. But anyway, I'm gonna offer this up. You can use that for syrup. Great for, pancakes. Cold weather coming. Pancakes Sunday mornings. Yeah, it's my favorite. So then I also have for you guys, we talked about these during that video that I did on how to identify glass. And we determined that these are the Verona pattern, number 616, made by Indiana Glass from 1930 to 1932. Now I have 4 of these plates. They're 8 inches across, and they are absolutely beautiful. Actually, you know what? I think they're maybe even a little bit bigger than 8 inches. Let me look. About 8.5. Actually, 8.5? No, I take that back. 8.25. 8.25 inches wide. So I've got 4 of these, and they're lined in that silver, as you can see around the edge. And I didn't see any mention to the fact that they were that they sold them decorated in that book that I used, that I showed you during that identification. Again, awesome book, guys. But they're really, really nice. They're clear, and they have that nice pattern. Let me flip them the other way so you can see them. But they're very pretty. Yeah. Almost like hearts in the middle. You can use these during Valentine's Day. They just remind me of hearts. They're probably not even hearts, but you can see them in the middle there. And they're just really pretty. So I'll have those for you guys. And you guys all saw me freak out in the car when I found this basket. Now, it's either a fern or, I said feathers. Watch the feathers fly. Because they remind me of feathers. But some people call this the Fern Basket too. So now, when I saw this sitting on the shelf, I couldn't get over to the shelf fast enough. And it, of course, is made by L.E. Smith. It's one of their most popular patterns they ever made. L.E. Smith was wonderful. I know Martha Stewart had L.E. Smith. She commissioned them to make a lot of her glass items. So a lot of times if you see some of the jadeite that you can't really identify as to what it is, sometimes it was L.E. Smith that Martha Stewart commissioned them to purchase, or to make items for her catalog years ago, back in the mid to late 90s, her Martha by Mail catalog, and she used to sell a lot of this glassware. I know she did this in jadeite, and there was a jadeite version of this. Can you imagine? Absolutely, I've seen it. It's absolutely outstanding. It's beautiful. But this one is clear. Now, when I looked at it and I picked it up, of course, I didn't, study it with a fine-tooth comb, but I did notice there is some maker's marks in it. I always say maker's marks. I do apologize if you guys are like, what in the heck is he talking about, a maker's mark? I always call them maker's marks because they're marks that are made when the items were made. So I call them maker's marks. I don't know where I got that term, but anyway, that's what I mean when I say that. So it's nothing that was done by whoever owned it. It wasn't done purposefully. It was just done when the item was made. Whether it was cooled too quickly, whether the glass was pulled when they did the handle, they did something wrong by, maybe bending the handle too quick when the temperature wasn't just right, and it got a little air in there, like an air bubble. That's why a lot of times you'll see those little bubbles of air in some of the glass. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the glass. It's just how it was made. And again, these were not expensive pieces, especially the Depression glassware back then. You could buy them at Woolworths, at Ben Franklin's, at any J.J. Newberry's. That's where you would buy this glassware. They weren't sold at any of these posh department stores. So anyway, I wanted to show you that on the handle, you can see all those little spots. So you can see all those little tiny dots. See them? It almost looks like, oh my gosh, why didn't he wash this? And so you guys, you can see right there. See that little mark? Let's see if I can zoom in. See it? That's in the glass. So unfortunately, one side does have these little flaw marks like that, but the other side does not. And I think it has like maybe one little piece right there, but it's probably something that just got caught in the glass. Just probably some air when they were forming the handle, but there's no chips or cracks on the feathers or ferns, whatever you want to call it. Some people may think, oh, there's a chip right there. Well, it's not. It's the way the feather is formed, where it kind of comes to a little lip. There's like a little bump there. That's what those are. So it's a beautiful piece, and it has that nice little hobnail bottom to it. And it's just gorgeous. Can you imagine that as your centerpiece for your fall table, for your Thanksgiving table? And you could even put, whatever fall colored flowers in here, and stick some real feathers in there, like or faux pheasant feathers in there. Can you imagine how nice that would look? I think that would look beautiful with a flower frog in the bottom. And I should also mention too, guys, when you're doing floral arrangements, you should always use a flower frog on the bottom. But before you do that, always protect it with a florist clay. You can buy florist clay at like Joann's. You can buy it at like Michael's or any of those really good arts and crafts stores. They do have like floral arranging areas, and florist clay is really good. You just press it kind of like in a circle around the base of your flower frog before you put it in here and make your arrangement, just so not only that the arrangement doesn't fall out of your vessel, you're also not scratching your beautiful glassware too. So take note of that. Maybe I'll do a floral arranging video too. Show you how I would do like a floral arrangement for fall. Sometimes I do that for when I have company over, and that's always fun to do. It's always exciting. So I have one piece left, and it is pink glass. It is the pattern that I came to figure out as to what it was is called Fenton 100, and I believe this was made by Fenton. And it's a wide rib bowl, and it has a scalloping to it. If anybody knows the actual terminology for this, please let me know. I've looked through my books. I've looked through my Fenton books, and all I could come up with was Fenton 100, but I'm not sure as to what that is. I'm not sure if it was like a 100th anniversary thing. But anyway, it has 3 feet. There's the little feet. See the little feet? Aren't they cute? There's 3 of those. It's got a nice little star bottom to it. Beautiful color. And it looks great back here, doesn't it? Isn't it wonderful? Well, when you get up close to it, however, you can see some scratches. So unfortunately, unless you're really good at maybe polishing glass, it does have some scratches. You can see that right here where it's like worn. So whoever used this obviously used it for, maybe they used it to throw their keys into at the end of the day, or just, you know, had it in the center of their table and had, you know, just a bunch of change in it. Who knows? But it is scratched. You can see the scratching from the light here. See it here? Now, the bowl itself is absolutely impeccable. It's beautiful. And it grabbed me right away when I saw it. And I didn't even notice the scratches until I got home and I started washing it. And I dried it and I looked up at the light and I said, oh no. But it's still a beautiful piece, you know, and when you have it down on the table, you really can't even see any of those scratches, especially if you put stuff in it. You know, if you fill this up with, even like for Christmas, put some silver ornament, like the silver balls, the silver ornaments, gold or pink. Oh, how cool would that be? The pink glass ornaments in this. You wouldn't even see that. But, you know, why have this destroyed if nobody wants it? You know, you see it at a thrift store. Nobody wants to buy it because of all those scratches. It gets destroyed. Why would you want to destroy something this beautiful? It's gorgeous. So I picked it up. And I'm sure somebody out there is going to absolutely love this. So that is it, guys. That's really all I'm going to sell on this Sunday. However, I might have maybe 1 or 2 more other surprise things that I may bring to you guys. If you guys have seen anything in my former thrift hauls that you're like, where the heck is the blah, blah, blah? When is he going to sell the blah, blah, blah? Make a mention to me in the comments below, and I will be sure to read them. I think you guys all know that I do read all my comments, and I will respond to you if I can. I'm trying. Right now, I have a decent amount of subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for subscribing to me. It makes me very, very happy. As you know, I just started this channel, and I am, you know, this is all so new to me, and I'm honestly enjoying myself. I'm having a great time. I'm learning a lot about the glass. I'm learning a lot about, you know, just how the glass was made. It's really making me delve deeper into a lot of the items that I already own that I really didn't know much about. So, and I really love hearing from each and every one of you. So Feel free to reach out to me. If you have any questions, I can answer for you. And like I said, if there's anything that you've seen me show during a thrift haul in the past and you're wondering when the heck is he going to sell that, let me know which item it is and maybe I'll bring it to this thrift haul. There are some things, however, I am gathering together to kind of do more of a fall, autumn thrift haul for you. Or not a thrift haul, I'm sorry, a live sale. So definitely stay tuned. And I think Sunday will be a lot of fun. So again, this Sunday, the 24th, 25th, it's marked down below. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Forgive me, I've worked all day, I'm exhausted. But I wanted to get this out for you guys so you could see some of the things that I plan on selling. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Please be sure to subscribe and like and share my videos. It does help grow my channel and reach more audiences. And I look forward to seeing you all on Sunday. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.